So we got $8,000 on that trade and $4,000 on the last trade.
Since I woke up on this trade alone. We have landed in Dubai. We're going back to Dubai. So, first of all, we're gonna check the portfolio. Put some meme coin trades on last night. Yo, guys, this trade is absolutely ripping it too. Look, portals. We started the day. What was that at? Like 80K? I'm sure that was like 80,000. So we got like $20,000 since I woke up on this trade alone. Absolutely crazy. All right, cool. Let's jump straight into the chart. We're gonna mark out our session highs, daily highs, 4-hour highs, 4-hour lows, daily lows, and session lows. So I've done the 4-hour highs, 4-hour lows, daily highs, and then also look for points of interest. So trade to the fund. I've already seen a really good setup already. Okay. So let's go down to the sessions now. Session highs, session lows, which is then. I remember as well, guys, I scalp, meaning you won't see no open trades. I'll put the trade on, take it off. Can also like to zoom out. Okay, seems like we've already grabbed these Asia line lows and come back down. But what I was waiting for is a retest of these eyes here. First of all, let's zoom out. Let's have a look at the overall trend on the 1 hour. So this is like a big point of interest from here. Because look, this candle here, forget all this, let's put notes every day. Yeah, this one, look at this one point of interest took this whole shit down. All right, so I was waiting for it to come back up here, turtle soup, potentially come back down for a retrace or come back up, smash through and retest and work up. Potentially, more likely, we were coming back for a turtle soup down retest. We have to see how it plays out. So that's that in the long term. Let's have a look at just the overall trend. What am I feeling? Okay, bullish. Let's look at the market trend, right? And I'll show you how my mind works. Okay, so this is how my mind works. I like to always mark the trend out using this because it just cuts out all the noise, you know? When we look at all that external market trend, not just internal, right? So without this, it's a lot of noise. You're just seeing a lot of internal market structure. I just want to see external. So yeah, from like the last, what's that, 24 hours, 48 hours, we're bullish. And if you look, we are due for a little bit of a pullback. But it's not even a pullback, it's just normal market structure, right? It's not just gonna go up forever. So, two scenarios. Hopefully, okay, my thesis is we're gonna break through here and turtle soup up. We could potentially smash through, probably not that high. Smash through, retest, and up, or smash through, which is the more likely option, and then come back down, retest down here, and then back up. All right, so let's zoom back down. So yeah, I still feel like we are on the road to grab these liquidity highs here. So that is the thesis. That is what we're going for. Make sure you guys using Blowfin, link in the bio. We'll be taking a trade on Blowfin, and potentially I'm looking for a short highs here and we grab all this liquidity. Okay, so we're just gonna be patient and let's see. All right, so also possibly can now maybe not even grab these highs here. It could be coming back down, grab some of this internal liquidity and make our way back up. So I'm going to see what happens with this trend line here. It's quite a decent trend line. Got 2 touches there, 3, 4 touches. I want to see how it retests, comes back up to retest this line here. Cool, so it's grabbing a, it's just inducing buyers as well, guys. This is where you see people call this, oh, it's a trend line. No, guys, it's just built up liquidity, inducing buyers, and then as soon as they're ready, you'll see this. It could be up here, could be here. All right, cool. So we're just still looking over this trade. I just see you broke the trend line, but this here, in my mind, and this is always a trap. This is always a little trap to. First, you'd always see, not always, obviously, you know, so probabilities. I'm always looking for like a little trap first, so a little, you know, peep out. People start shorting, market knows, then they'll lift it back up and grab more liquidity and then drop back down. Kind of like what's going on now as I speak. Always gonna like wait for like a little manipulation, you know? And to me, this would be the manipulation of people. Cool, so I'm just going back and forward from this trade and getting ready, actually packing. So we're at $1,400 at the moment. Yeah, the thesis is playing out as we thought. Yeah, simple stuff. Follow the thesis, follow the plan. And always adapt, guys. Like, always adapt. Like I said to you earlier, I could see that we was topping out around about here. $2,000. $3,000 on the trade, 3,000. Like I said, I'm not really gonna push this one. I didn't like my entry, so we're up $3,000. I'm going to monitor. Okay, we broke the 4-hour highs here. Coming back to test the daily highs. What we got now? 3,800. You know what? I'm gonna if we get down to $4,000, I'm gonna close this trade and just be happy with the $4,000 today. Like I says, entry wasn't the best, and I feel like this is a bit manipulation, and we could come back up to continuation. Okay, let's see. Might get it, might not. Okay, going back up now. 2,000. Okay, cool. Cool. We'll let it ride. Obviously, it's going to be an up and down, up and down. Hopefully, we'll come back to retest these 4-hour highs and then back down. But I like the fact that we broke through the 4-hour highs. It's a good sign. Kind of melted through these 4-hour highs as well. Come back down, like I said, to these daily highs. I feel like daily highs is where we should be taking profits, actually, around about here. I feel like we're going to come back to retest this daily highs, because we already retested here. There was a low there. I'm going to come back to retest potentially this one here. So, but like I said, or 4,000. I'm happy with $4,000 on this trade. 4,000. And we're gone. All right, cool. So we're heading to $4,119, $4,200, 4,200. We're gonna close this any second now. 4,500, 4,500. Let's get it. 4,500, 4,500. When we get near enough 4,000, we'll close it. And then we'll continue packing. All right. 4,500. All right, cool, we're gonna close. Boom! Not bad, 4,500. That literally paid for the business class to Dubai. Let's take a look at the open trade. $4,450. Sick. So I like stuff like that. I like making money before I go. Either way, you know, I'm not emotionally attached to any trade, but it was a nice quick trade in and out. Let's get back to the daily. And it just, like I said, just feels good knowing that my flights are free. Alright guys, when to get back into the day of the life. Driver's here now, so let's go. Just checking on one of the main trades. That was portals. And I just want to give you a brief understanding of why I invested into it and where I will be exiting my position. So it's a lot of support down here. I believe it will come back to around about 44 million market cap. Excuse the laptop, a bit dirty. I haven't used it for a while. We'll clean it up later. And yeah, why I invest in this project, because you can just tell it's a big project. It's huge. As you can see, a lot of big backings to do with it, backed by Greylock VC, so venture capitalists. Obviously, little things like this looks good. Investing into their company. A lot of reposts from well-known people, and I have a lot of mutual followers as well. But also, the main thing for me was I seen a lot of people track wallets, and this is why it's really good, guys, to track profitable wallets. All right, in the circle, we do give you access to all the wallets that we track, and to be honest with you, that's like making money on autopilot. I also just checked in on the trade, what we did earlier. This is why never ever be emotional, because if you see this trade now, it literally would have 3 times what we made. We would have 3 times more, but it's okay. We'll talk about that in mindset at some point on the video. This was the trade here, remember? We exited about here, and look how it dropped. To be honest with you, like I said to you, I felt like it was going to drop a lot more, but because I had to get ready, pack, we're scalping. I don't keep things open for too long unless I'm watching it. But yeah, we took out Asia highs and came down, and now it seems like we're going to take out we took out the 4-hour highs. We're going for these 4-hour lows and potentially Asian lows. We do start New York session in about 2 hours, pre-session New York. So what I'm going to do, so it's like 11:30 now, so it's a couple of hours. I will be potentially looking to take a trade before I jump on the plane. A New York session trade maybe. After we grabbed all this liquidity down here, should make our way back up. Alright, so we're at the airport now. Just want to check the luggage in. So coming down to the business lounge right now. Cool, so we just sat down. So what we're looking at here. Okay, I like how it's turtle soup here. This is what we call turtle soup. So it came down, grabbed liquidity, 4-hour liquidity, and it grabbed below. So this here is to induce more people to short the market, and then they pushed it back up. So very interested in longing round about here. So let's see how it plays out. We might come back down, might even grab this Asians lows and back up, or we could potentially work our way back up here. And currently 8:20, we're gonna have New York volume popping in shortly. So I did take an entry just here as it's coming above this line here. As you can see, there's loads of buyers pushing this up, and then we had a nice turtle soup to grab this little bit of liquidity down, and we are on the way back up here. Currently we're up $1,400 on the trade, $1,700 on the trade. Perfectly executed, to be fair. Perfectly executed. $2,400. Nice. Probably close this at about 4,000, 5,000, and then that would give us a nice 8,000 day for 2 of them trades. Going up, nice. Just gonna keep an eye on this line here. We really want to blow past this line coming into New York session. If we do, we're making our way back up. If not, we're probably just going to break even down here. I'm going to take a bit of a risk, not risk, but I'm going to take a profit-free trade. I'm either going to break even, or I'm going to let it ride up to about here, which we can make about $5,000-6,000. Cool. So we're up, was up $4,000. Now we're at $4,700 on this trade so far.
we'll just monitor it very, very closely. What we got? Yeah, we want to stay above this line here. Okay, we're closed below here. It's not too great. We're on the 2-minute candle, 2-minute timer. So we really, after these 2 minutes, want to close above all this liquidity here. All right, and this will definitely get up to at least the next liquidity grab here, and those lows is here, but the flight is in about 30 minutes. I want to chill, so I just want to take it to about here or break even down here. Absolutely W trade. Look at this. Okay, we're up 5,000, right? We're literally going to monitor this. I'm going to stay here now, and I'm going to see how it rejects or breaks through this liquidity line here. Alright, we got nearly $5,000 on this trade, so now we're $8,000 on the day so far. Okay, really need to retest and hit back up. And we've got 1 minute and 40 seconds. All right, so I always look at where I want to take profits, but I also want to check on the profit. So we're up 5,600, right? So like I said, I want to see how it retests this. If it blows through, we'll just let this run, and then we'll have a mental stop loss at around $5,000, right? In fact, as soon as this goes to $5,000, we're going to close it. All right, so we let it run or take out minimum $5,000. Okay, we're up $6,000, $6,500. Absolutely crazy. 6,000. Woo, guys, we're pumping. $7,800, $8,000 on this trade, 8,300, and we're gonna close. All right, boom, we're closed. So we got $8,000 on that trade and $4,000 on the last trade. So that was literally $8, $9, $10, $11, $12, $12,000 before I even jumped on this plane. That is my ticket paid for, probably expenses for, I'm about to say a week, but maybe 2-3 days when it comes with me. But yeah, I'm gonna lock everything off now. I'm gonna have a chill, have a relax, and then who knows, when I jump on the plane, maybe take another trade there. Let's get it. I'll tell you one thing though, people. Once you go business, you'll never go back to economy. Yeah, so like I said, guys, honestly, when you ever experience business class, you won't go back to bubble class. This is a fact. And even now, I'm not gonna lie, business class now feels like bubble class. No, half like. I like first class. But Birmingham don't have first class, which they have business class, which is okay, obviously. They get you that bar, there's something, and obviously the chairs recline back, so you can sleep. All right, but I do really want to go over this trade because the strategies that I'm teaching you guys are absolutely deep because nobody's talking about it, right? And I'm probably the only person that's actually talking about it and teaching you. So let's just go for this trade that I just done. Okay, so this is the one that we just made $8,000 on, right? Let's go through this trade. So let's have a look, 1 second.
Oh wow!
So there you go, $8,800. Remember, guys, always make sure when people, your mentors, people teachers, it's a real account. If it's demo, it'd say demo there, real account. All right.
Yeah, thanks, Mom.
Very important. All right, guys. So you need to understand what we call a turtle soup is. All right. So just by understanding turtle soup and not even looking at market structure, guys, because remember, market structure. Obviously, it's if everyone's following the same market structure, who's going to win? Who's going to lose? Obviously, the market makers, the exchanges has to win, right? So they'll use market structure against you. So right now you say, oh, market structure, we're going down. Oh, we're ranging. Oh, we're going up. But look at this, boom. It just proper rug pull you, right? So look at this now. This is where I got in. It started to range here. So we had this big liquidity sweep, swept Asian highs. This is where I got in when I was at my home. Got in here, read it all the way down, but we got out here because we had to get ready. But we could have literally read it all the way down to 4-hour lows, Asia lows, and then look here. This is where I got in. Perfect textbook. So a lot of people would have been like looking at here, getting in here, thinking it was going to reverse. No, I want to wait for this, as like I said, turtle soup. I wait for a turtle soup. Yeah. So if you look here, so right now, this was the turtle soup. So it was ranging, and then see this here, this liquidity grab down to these lows. This is where you get in, because the market makers are trying to induce sellers, because the trend is bearish, right? So they understand after here, if retail feels like it's going down alone, down again, they're going to grab some liquidity up here. So induce sellers, and then grab all this liquidity down here, and potentially now induce buyers. But what did it do? It went in. This is why I scalp. I don't trust the market. I'm not holding a position for hours. Forget all this swing trading BS. That ain't for me. I come in and out and I grade the markets straight. So look, turtle soup in. I got in here and I sold up here. Right, look at this. This is literally what you call graping the market. So came in and look at this. In and out on a nice 0.23 position, and that made me $8,000. All right. So remember, be patient. Wait for these turtle soups. Then you get in, quick scalp, and then out before they induce buyers or sellers. Took another trade. We are up $5,000. $5,000 on this trade. Like we say, never get emotional. I trade, we get in and we get out. Alright, so we have landed in Dubai. Habibi, come to Dubai. Words off for the vlog, guys. Make sure you guys are tapping in, subscribe. If you guys just free information every day, bro. Guys, I put free information on here, tapping, locking. There's no excuses. I'm giving you all the source for free. And if you want, obviously, more help, then there is an application down below. You can book a call with my team, and then we can, see if you're a good fit to join the inner circle where we teach you, give you signals, give you calls, give you coaching, community. There's a lot to be perfect, to be successful in trading. So yeah, let's recap on the strategy. All right. So I'm gonna say it's very simple. Simple for me because I understand it and I've got my strategy, right? So everyone's all talking about strategy, which I can kind of understand, bro. Trading. And that's the beautiful thing about trading, guys. You just live your life, man. Like, trading to me is my FU to the world. I can do what I want, when I want. On business class, I would have got first class, but I don't do first class from Birmingham. Chilling, hotel. I'm gonna go to my apartment probably tomorrow. Some people are in there, Airbnb out when I go. So probably tomorrow, the next day, I'll check into my apartment. Sick view on the palms. But anyway, like, do what you want, when you want, with who you want. Register your company in Dubai so you don't pay no taxes. F the government. Don't get robbed by the government. But anyway, strategy. Back to the strategy. Very simple. I look for liquidity sweeps, right? So understand the difference between liquidity sweeps and a turtle soup. Even though in essence it's the same thing, it's both liquidity sweep. But in my mind and how I perceive it, it's two different things. Meaning, like, liquidity sweep is like you take out London highs or Asia highs, and then you'll reverse, right? If you take it at the lows, you reverse back up to the highs. If you take it at the highs, you reverse back to the lows. etc., whatever, or point of interest is. So anyway, grab the liquidity, you come back down. But here's the strategy, guys. Now, I like to enter when it's an excessively taken liquidity, meaning when I see a trend line, right, and then I see a turtle soup. So I see come in, grab some liquidity, and come back up to induce buyers, and I know what's coming next. So they induce all these buyers. So if we're going up, they induce the buyers, and then the market's gonna be like, okay, cool, F you, and then just dump it and just take all the internal liquidity to get the external liquidity. So obviously, like, it's not as simple as I'm saying, is it? Because it's simple for me, because this is the strategy I've been doing for years, and it works. You've seen it today. We made over $12,000. Like, I got like an 80% success rate with this strategy, and I show it all the time on my Instagram, every day. Right? So make sure you guys are tapping into Instagram, and yeah, we'll do some more vlogs. Yeah, till next time. Peace.